Greetings and welcome to our webinar session titled Industrial Security Defense in Informational and Operational Technology. This is a follow-on to our previous flagship titled Welcome to the Age of Intelligent Industry, and we discussed how important it is for us to secure our factory systems from any kind of vulnerabilities and continuously maintain the defense mechanism that could be very important to defend us from the potential threats. Before we get started, we would like to bring to you an attention of our Intel's notices and disclaimers. Intel does not control or audit third-party data. You should consult other sources to evaluate its accuracy. All product plans and roadmaps are subject to change without prior notice. Intel and AEWIN are committed to respect human rights and avoid any complicity in human rights abuses. Intel and AEWIN's products and softwares are intended not only to be used in applications that do not cause and contribute or to violate any kind of internationally recognized human rights. For more information, click the Contact Intel Representative button on the webinar or just connect with your Intel representative. So I'm sure that you will have many questions during this entire session, but fret not, because there is the Q&A box, the button that you can click and raise all of these questions whenever you have any doubt in mind, and we would love to bring those discussions later on. And to make the session even more livelier, we do have polling questions that will allow you to participate. So do click participate so that we can have a better understanding on where you are and what you are doing, and then hopefully we can also bring those poll questions to our discussion. My name is Kana Murugaya, and I am the Technical Marketing Engineer from Intel, focusing on Intel developer tools like OneAPI. With me, we have Basant Kumar, who is the Senior Product Marketing, who's focusing on security, and he is responsible for the Trusted Edge platform. And to make matters even more exciting, we have a special guest from AEWIN, Tiana Shah, who is an experienced AEWIN Product Marketing Manager that is going to walk us through all of the technologies that AEWIN is bringing into the IPC world in making smart manufacturing even more exciting and, best of all, secure. So without further delay, I would like to hand over the time to Basant to walk us through what is Intel doing in security and how can we learn from that. So over to you, Basant.
Thank you, Kana. Pleasure to be here. Always happy to talk to our partners and customers about what we are doing to keep their businesses and their devices secure. Like the old expression says, may you live in interesting times. We sure are living in an interesting time where all our assets and devices and businesses are under attack from attackers, and they need different levels and different robustness of security, which we are always striving to meet the needs for customers. So I will walk you through a few things about what we are doing to secure your devices and secure your data and platform using security technologies built in hardware. So without further ado, let's dive in. We know hardware security is foundational to securing our platform and protecting data. It can enable security capabilities which software alone couldn't achieve. And a very simple common example of that could be ransomware protection. But if we go one level higher and look at it wider and look at the things which are essential for confidential computing, like data confidentiality, data integrity, or code integrity, software-based approaches today can solve or address the problems of data at rest and data in transit. But it's the third piece where data is in use, whether in the RAM, in clear, or in computational areas, where it needs to be secured and the result of those computations need to be trusted. And that's where software-based security approaches kind of fall short. And hardware-based security approaches can help our customers and partners meet the needs of confidential computing. It's important because businesses are moving, applications are moving across different platforms, different environments, from on-premise to private clouds to the edge. And companies, corporations out there want more assurances so that their data and their intellectual property is secure across all these environments. And that's where hardware security can come in and help. It can also empower security capabilities by providing hardware acceleration to reduce one of the biggest problem customers think with the security is what they call performance tax, the impact of performance because of implementing security. An example of that could be crypto acceleration. The hardware security can actually very easily help software security accelerate securing the devices without putting so much tax or so much performance impact on the devices. And it's important now, as the time progresses, attackers are increasingly targeting hardware devices because exploiting a hardware can provide a lot more privileged access, which exceeds software exploitation. Intel does provide a lot of hardware-enabled technologies to secure OT endpoint edge devices. And it's a whole spectrum. We have a set of foundational securities which create a critical base of protection to verify the trustworthiness of a device. Quite literally, the root of trust starts with hardware security attestation, knowing with confidence through verifiable means that a component has started correctly, is running as expected, and is trustworthy, and we can trust any data or any information coming out of it. Workload protection in the middle is all about providing trusted execution environment powered by hardware isolated protection of data. Rooted in silicon, our security technologies create a trusted environment for protecting data in all its phases, at rest, in flight, and in use. Software reliability is all about providing and enabling software robustness, which is one of the most common roots of exploitation into a system. We are working to harden software by adding hardware levels of verifications to keep the right user accessing the right data and to keep the bad actors away from it. We do all of this while minimizing any impact to performance and in some cases actually increasing efficiency through hardware accelerators. But we don't stop here. By bringing security into the forefront of whatever we work on and how we do it, we are relentless in our pursuit of driving it further. And we recognize, we understand that our partners, customers, and developers need to put all these technologies together to create the security solutions they need to be able to solve the needs of creating secure applications out there. And since security skills and hardware security skills come at a premium, we have gone one step further and created execution framework called Trusted Edge Platform, which helps our developers, our partners, take advantage of these security technologies easily without having to undergo through the nitty-gritty of and the details of every single technology in the platform. Intel Trusted Edge Platform is an execution framework. It's meant for developers to enable them to create an isolated and trusted execution environment for the workloads on the edge with minimal work and minimum skills required. It provides those execution environment and security solutions out of the box, so developers can take advantage of that through software abstraction and take advantage of all the hardware security underneath. The businesses benefit from this because they now got a simplified, secure implementation of a application environment where they can run their applications in an isolated and trusted environment through platform agnostic security microservices on all kinds of platforms they can run it. It also provides isolated execution of the workload for IP protection across all kinds of environments. Customers might have a virtualized environment to non-virtualized container environments on bare metals, and it works across that. It helps our developers create the similar trusted environment across environments. It provides standard APIs, makes it easy for businesses to adopt it, and compliance with the industry standard PKCS 11 APIs as well. And that's not all. It's actually not one size fits all approach. Rather, it is configurable to meet different robustness levels for the customers, depending on what kind of environment they are, what kind of devices they have, and what kind of scenarios they have in their organization. It provides add-on capabilities to use so that our customers can meet different security needs at different robustness level in different sectors. If you look at the components of Trusted Edge platform, starting from the very bottom, it uses all the underlying hardware security technologies which we have built as foundational security, the base of all security we provide. But on top of that is where the problem for the developer starts, because they need to be able to use that, and they need to do everything before they could build a secure application. And Trusted Edge platform provides the components which help developers get from the foundational security technologies to a secure application, and starts with the right configuration for hardening their environment, whether they are on hypervisors, virtual environment, operating systems, containers, hardening of those so that they start with a hardened base. On top of that, Trusted Edge platform provides configurations for a minimal size trusted operating system in a trusted virtual environment or in a trusted container environment, depending on what the customer environment is. So you could put your most trustworthy application, most isolated application in those trusted virtual machines or trusted containers, and be assured that they are isolated and protected from all kinds of attacks from outside, and they're not bleeding anything out. But it doesn't stop the overall system to work, because Trusted Edge platform provides inter-VM IPC communication library, so other not so trusted applications could communicate to it without risking the security or isolation needs for it. And all this comes with secure APIs, microservices, software-based microservices, which allows our developers to be able to exactly take advantage of the security they need and create the security solutions with minimal effort. Take an example of remote attestation, which is one of the key requirements to be able to trust a OT device and an endpoint device. Trusted Edge platform comes with microservices which allows you to create a remote attestation solution and use that in your environment and create a chain of trust all the way from the device to the application to the cloud if needed. And you could attest to the trustworthiness of the device at any point of time, during boot time or during runtime, all the time. And it's all out of the box for you. With that, I will hand it over back to you, Kana.
Basant, I am so excited when I saw all of this, because I know, orchestrating all of these different security components with so many technologies that Intel has is not an easy task. But Intel has stepped up the game by providing trusted edge platform and putting all of these pieces into a microserviceable type of a software stack. I think that is easier to be used today. And without cutting too deep into this right now, we will definitely have a more Q&A on this topic. I will hand over the time to Tiana to share with us more on what is AEWIN doing in bringing security defense in IT and OT. Over to you, Tiana.
Yes. Hi, I'm Tiana, Product Marketing of AEWIN. And here's the agenda of today. We'll be showing you the challenges of the industrial security defense in IT and OT, and how Intel and AEWIN offerings help to fulfill the demands. And we'll briefly introduce AEWIN before moving to our main topic today. So AEWIN is part of the Quista Business Solution Group. We were established in the year 2000 and have been making network forwarding platforms ever since. Our primary focus is building platforms for unified threat management, next generation firewall, software-defined WAN, application delivery controllers, and gateways. We also invest in devices for cybersecurity, NFVI, MAC, and 5G vRAN. And here you can see a 5T field. In addition to the security tech and communication tech we just mentioned, we are also experienced in products from high-performance computing with deep learning and down to IoT and industrial computing. Furthermore, IT, OT plus CT integration is becoming more and more important in ICT field, and AEWIN products cover device application in the 5G field by fulfilling various computing requirements. So to cover the wide range of applications, AEWIN are unique in offering full range of Intel portfolio, from the Atom-based entry ones to Core i, to the high-end Xeon platforms. And now let us move to the topic of today. First, we'll encounter a question of why security defense is needed.
Right. But before that, I think it is a good time for us to open up the session to polling questions. So, to viewers out there, do connect to one of these options over here. So, the question is, have you experienced any security incident within your factory computing environment? And please do select yes if you have identified any issues before and you have solved it. B is that yes, you have identified an issue, security issues, and you're looking for a solution. Or C, no. Take a few moments to respond to this quick polling question. All
Okay.
right, over to you, Tiana. Yeah.
And let's take a closer look at why security defense is needed and what is the challenge we have been facing these days. As we enjoy the advantage of smart manufacturing to provide products at low price and higher quality, the new technology helping this is the faster Ethernet with everything connected, which causing increasing threats of the security, as each touch point can be the target of the cyber attack. We've seen the numbers of attacks on companies growing every day, not only in IT, but also in OT. So here are several cases from the increasing pool of cyber attack to show you how important IT and OT security is and what consequences we will potentially face if we were not taking care of them seriously. The first one happened in 2021. Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack made pipeline operations shut down and caused fuel shortage in multiple states and even led to declaration of state of emergency from the US president. And the second one happened in Germany, and the cyber attack caused massive physical damage of a blast furnace at a steel mill. And the third one listed in this page is an attack to a petrochemical factory in Saudi Arabia. Although this attack didn't work out due to the incorrect code, the intention behind this is very dangerous as the target is to trigger an explosion of a factory. That is, and it's not just money related, but even lives. So this makes protecting the security of computer systems and networks more important than ever. And that is why we need to give more attention to security defense in both IT and OT. Okay, so here's an overview of the security infrastructure in IT and OT to protect ICS OT networks. Here you can see two parts in the photo at the right-hand side. One is the next generation firewall in IT. Among this sector, AEWIN provides high-performance network appliance to serve many servers. As for OT, servers can act as unified threat management. As you can see through the picture, AEWIN provide rack compact platforms for user to deploy the system at edge, such as cabinet in a factory or beside a production line. And what does the platforms do? They not only monitor, filter a mass number of information, but also remotely manage and control the assets. So here is a table for IT and OT comparison. And we can see that IT systems are used of data-centric computing, while OT systems control the physical process and machines. Security-wise, IT has more touch points with the internet, and that lead to higher security risks because each one can potentially be a target of the attacks. And cybersecurity in IT has been deployed and evolved for a long while. As for OT, in traditional industry, OT security is composed mostly of straightforward basic tasks, including making sure the machine repeats the same task correctly, and assembly line continue, etc. While things change when the IIoT, AIoT is developed, greater numbers of companies are connecting equipment to the internet to improve competitiveness with automation and smart manufacturing. More touchpoints with the internet lead to higher potential security threats. To conquer the security challenges, we will be showing you AEWIN's offerings with Intel's technology for OT security defense. For OT security defense, the industrial firewall should be fanless and have the rock dice design suitable for the industrial sector, including the duration of the wide operating temperature. It should also be compact to be able to fit into the location at edge. Another important feature is the networking ports. It should be able to offer redundant connections to upstream and downstream devices to prevent a single point of value cutting off network access. So in the following page, we'll be showing you AEWIN reliable system for the security defense in industrial environment, which is beneficial to the deployment of smart manufacturing. Before jumping to the roadmap, there is a second poll question for you.
That's right. Right now, we have come to the second polling questions, and do participate because this is very, very important. Do you or your customers need wide operating temperature for your devices? Please select one of these options. Yes, for A, negative 20 to 70 degrees Celsius. B, negative 40 to 85 degrees Celsius. No, 0 to 40 degrees Celsius is good for us. Or D, no. Please take a moment to respond to these quick polling questions before we move on to the next agenda. Tiana, tell us more. What's next? What else do we have from AEWIN?
Sure. Here are some AEWIN existing portfolio for industrial offerings of security defense. On the left, we have the SCP-1612 and SCP-1613, based on the Intel Upload Lake. These are AEWIN's offerings for industrial firewall segment. They were co-developed to satisfy different tiers of customers. In the middle of the page, we have the next generation platform SCP-6913, which is based on Intel Alcove Lake. It is with 3 M.2 slots for 5G Wi-Fi 6 communication. As you can see from the photo and the PowerPoint, the sufficient antennas can be supported connected for all the fast speed communication. Also, we offer Deviton and Deviton Refresh platforms with 5G Wi-Fi support and large amount of Ethernet ports and even the 10G option. In addition to this product roadmap, AEWIN has more models with even higher performance. User customer can select the most suitable one per their application activities. So that's down into some further technology behind the systems. AEWIN is able to provide the most power efficient and reliable industrial firewall platforms based on Intel's latest technology. Regarding Intel's latest Atom CPU, Deviton, and Alcove Lake, they are with wide operating temperature, which allow us to offer the wide operating system to be deployed in the ROC environment of smart manufacturing. Also, the built-in crypto acceleration make the platform naturally perfect as a security defense. The third on the list here is the integration Ethernet of Intel CPU. This helps us to offer a system with feature of cost saving, extensive compatibility, and reliability. So take the advantage of the latest technology which is mentioned. Here we would like to share with you AEWIN's success story. AEWIN's reliable ROC computer is implemented into a packaging machine and the production line as a part of cybersecurity solution. As you can see at the bottom left side, it is the image of AEWIN fanless platform. It is compact yet with rich I/O and durability for the industrial environment and make it perfect to be deployed at edge. Furthermore, this computer can help to secure encrypted connections and monitor controlled access. Let's see further details of this case. Here is an application diagram of the setting. The solution helps to secure production against unauthorized access. You can see 2 parts divided by private network. Above side is the IT security, and below side is the OT security. Let us look at the IT side first. The central firewall do the scanning, filtering, and application detection via SSL and DPI. Combining with a cloud management system, the overall environment is with a detailed monitoring. For the hardware of IT, AEWIN also provides scalable models for various of the applications. If you would like to know more about it, we can discuss after this seminar. And as for the OT cybersecurity, we can see that AEWIN's product is deployed in the solution as a gatekeeper for the machine network. It regulates the communication with the system. The machine network is subdivided into separate network segments. And when the individual segments are accessed, the firewall verifies the authorization each time, acting like an intrusive control. It protects the machine network by defining the unauthorized access. Also, the user can connect or disconnect the VPN tunnels at any time by using an external access control in the form of a physical key switch. In sum, the OT security has been taken care thoroughly with the help of Intel, AEWIN, and the solution provider. And we may be sharing one of the success story with you or your business collaborator next time. Would you like to have the AEWIN's platform to help you with cybersecurity? This is our last questions.
Right, that's right. So, viewers out there, we have come to the third polling questions, and I believe that all of you would like to know how can AEWIN help you. But would you or your customers would like to have AEWIN's platform to help you with the network security? Select one of these options so that we can learn from you. Right? Option A, B, C, and D. So take a moment to respond to these quick polling questions.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Is there any more that you want to cover, Tiana?
Oh, yes. Just a quick recap that AEWIN is a full service hardware provider, and you can take your design requirements to us and we can provide an optimized platform accordingly. Or you can choose from our standard off-the-shelf white box design and customize it per your needs. And we are experiencing the full range of Intel portfolio from Atom to Xeon processor to meet the performance required at any levels. And we also have the experienced team for testing and optimizing performance for cybersecurity, NVI, Mac, 5G VRAM applications, etc. So to know more, please don't hesitate to contact us after this webinar.
Yeah, thank you so much, Diana, for spending time with us this morning, or even this moment, right, to share with us a lot of these things that we can learn from you and also from AEWIN's and its solutions on security, and even a little bit more on the extended temperature that is very important in the industrial environment. And even Basan, thank you so much for sharing with us all of these details and insights about Intel Trusted Edge platform. So I believe this is the time where we can enter and answer some of these key questions. And I would like to start first with you, Basant. Today, how can someone or any entity get help to get started on Trusted Edge platform? Would you like to share?
Apologies, I was muted. Absolutely. Thanks for asking, Kana. Trusted as platform, like we said, we are trying to go one step beyond just providing the security technology, but making it easier for our partners and customers and developers to be actually able to use them. And the top problems we keep hearing from our customers is how do we use the security technologies? How do we use them across platforms? How do we use them across environments? And Trusted as platform helps you with that. So yes, I would rather invite all of you to try, reach out to your account managers, reach out to your contacts in Intel, and ask for getting access to Trusted as platform so you can try it out. We'll be happy to help you in evaluating whether it really meets the needs, and it actually makes it easy for you, which is one of the biggest problems with security, because we know most of the time security is not used because it's really hard to do security. So if anybody wants to use it, reach out to your contact in Intel, and we will help you in getting access to Trusted as Platform through a CNDA process.
Oh, thank you, Basant. Basant, there is also a follow-on question to that. So here's the question is, where can one apply Trusted Edge Platform? Is it on the IT side of things, or would it be focusing more on the OT side of things? Would you help to elaborate a little bit more and shine some light here?
Absolutely. And since the focus is on the OT side, I think the answer is kind of obvious. We are trying to help our industrial customers here in this particular instance to be able to build the solutions on the OT side which they need. And that's why I gave the example of remote attestation. Our customers in the factories want to be assured of the devices that they are booting from a trusted environment, and they continue to be trustworthy. And they want to be able to verify time and again that all those devices out there on the factory floor or in the remote factories, I can continue to trust them before I deploy an application on them or I receive data from them. And for that, they need to create secure solutions like remote attestation solutions, creating the backend on their side, as well as something on the device which tells them that I'm still what I was supposed to be. And this is a use case which a lot of customers in industrial and other segments have asked for. And it's just an example of things you could do with Trusted as Platform, because Trusted as Platform provides you software microservices for remote attestation, which you could create out of the box using Trusted as Platform.
Yeah, thank you, Basan, to create that clarity. And definitely, out of the box experience is very important to our partners. Talking about out of the box, I know that AEWIN does some of this very customized security implementation, as what Tiana showed us a while ago. So, Tiana, I would like to ask, what kind of customization services that AEWIN provides today?
Sorry. Sure. So AEWIN offers various level of customization. We could customize the chassis color, membrane, and carton printing according to customers' needs. And it is also doable for the motherboard customization. We can also perform more in-depth customization per requirement. So it is very flexible and with low MOQ.
Okay, that's very good, very good. And can you share a little bit more about your networking product line? I think you covered slightly earlier on just now, but can you also touch a little bit more about your networking product line? Yeah.
Yes, we do offer a full range of solutions like we just mentioned, from dual socket Xeon SP platforms to Core I Xeon SP level platforms. And of course, we do offer various Atom-based appliances. We also provide networking cards powered by Intel controllers from 100 gigabit per second down to 1 gigabit per second. So again, a wide range and multiple network appliance providers.
Wonderful, wonderful. And all of this support the negative 40 to 85 extended temperature. Is that correct, Tiana?
Yes, and it depends on the project and could be discussed for further customization, or we can suggest suitable models for you. So please contact us for the project information and we can get the discuss started.
Wow, thank you, Tiana, for sharing with us all of these great insights.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Yeah. In closing, we are excited to make your smart manufacturing an exciting journey. And we have a few resources online, including the microsite at intel.com/industrial, where it will cover a lot of this key information that you can learn from when it comes to Industry 4.0. On top of that, how do we help you to secure both your IT and OT solutions with this happening convergence today in this smart manufacturing environment? If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to connect with us, either the contact us button, via the contact us button, or you can email us through the inside sales lmapac at intel.com. Lastly, do not forget to complete the survey and let us know your thoughts. Thank you very much for spending time with us today, and I hope that you will have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.